welcome to the Two and a Half Brothers podcast, where we discuss FPL views and strategy, but most importantly, our monthly league. Usual running order tonight, we'll run through our teams, outlooks for the next game week, and quickly touch on our league if we have time. Evening, Jake, you okay?
Evening, yeah, good, thanks. Fresh home from work and ready to chat some FPL.
Yeah, same. I've not even changed out of the quarter zip yet. We were planning to record last night, but Bob wanted to push it to today, and he still hasn't managed to make it. So for the time being, you'll have to put up with Jake and I. But without further ado, should we crack on with my team?
Yeah, bet you couldn't wait to get this out.
Uh, I kind of passes you by a bit, doesn't it? So I
Right.
spanked all of my five free transfers last week, um, mostly to get money into the midfield. So I still end
Mm.
up as a Vicario enjoyer, responsible for at least.
How do you how have you used five transfers and you still got Vicario in there?
Yes, that's a question I've received from lots of people. Um, I mean, I was looking at it, and the spread of points between him and the top keepers is like
Mm.
is like 10 or 12
Yeah,
points. Um,
yeah,
it just didn't feel like it was worth burning the transfer. Um, Obviously, he's not doing particularly well, um, but there's nobody jumping out really. So for the time being, I mean, I've look at my bench, full of injuries
yeah.
after five transfers.
What did you use your five transfers on?
So Saka, Rogers,
Right. No. Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin,
Okay.
O'Reilly. So 4 out of 5 is not
Okay.
bad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Fair
Dewsbury
enough.
Hall as a bit of a bench player again for money reasons. I know we've wound you up all season about that, but that was
As long as
purely
Rangers.
for money reasons. And as you
Yeah.
can see, that midfield four, I plan on
Mm.
starting for the foreseeable. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, we can go back to front if you like.
Yeah.
Haven't got much to say on the back three or Vicario. At least nothing
Mhm.
complimentary. I think I'll start Dubravka next week when we come to look at my team.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean Rogers is a bit of a differential,
Yeah. It's a great pick.
mostly targeting the couple of fixtures. But I mean, I listened to one podcast today highlighting that their fixtures do get a bit tougher. But Villa are the hard fixture. They've had an incredible run, um,
Yeah.
and and I do struggle to own Rogers sometimes.
Hmm.
He always feels like a bit of a flair or a luxury pick.
Yeah. I think the goals he has scored recently have been extraordinary, sort of like pingers from outside of the box. So it's if he's going to keep that up going forward, I
But
think.
I mean, the fact he's trying and he's getting 90 and Villa are
Hmm.
playing well generally.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a slow start, I thought, against West Ham.
Yeah.
Down a goal early, but like I say, 90 minutes and plenty involved. Um, so I don't know whether he'll be a popular transfer in this week, just given the price point, but that seems to be the way of
Yeah.
things at the moment, doesn't it? People,
Yeah, my only issue with that is his next three with United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. I think after the Arsenal fixture, he's
I mean, United are
bit more
absolutely,
appealing, but
absolutely dumped. So yeah,
all
no,
right.
no problem, no problem there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fair. And that Chelsea defense isn't amazing, but they have been keeping clean sheets recently, so
But yeah, like I say, Villa's form is
Mhm.
sensational. So I don't,
Yeah.
I wouldn't bust a gut to get him. Um,
No, no.
but the West Ham fixture was the one that I was targeting, and
Yeah.
obviously, been lucky enough to have that come in. Um, Foden, I won't cover because he's so highly owned now. Presumably, you brought him in.
Yeah, I got him in last week, straight away after I think he got those two goals. So managed to catch him before he rose too much. So yeah, had him in this week.
See, I made my five transfers like really early last week, um,
Mm.
and all of the players I shipped pretty much have gone down a couple of
Yeah.
points, and vice versa on the transfers in. I guess those are going to continue to rise. But anyway, so I went Saka captain in the end. I was really reluctant to do it. Um, Obviously, Wolves were atrocious against United, and it
Yeah.
always felt like there was a non-zero chance they'd be a bit tighter against Arsenal, and
Mm.
and they were. I thought Saka did. Saka played really well. His balls in are sensational. He's always got a chance. Um,
Yeah.
he played most of the game. He played 90, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so, or nearabouts.
Um, we won't go into the assist or not assist debate. It seemed, yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah, it was given and then removed and then given again, which I'm not sure I've seen before, but
No. I
yeah,
thought Bowen had one removed, didn't he, for a double touch earlier in the season? Um,
yeah,
yeah, glad to see it come back at least. So that made for an okay captaincy, and I thought it left
mm,
Haaland with a lot of work to do. I didn't
yeah,
actually prop rank when
mm,
Haaland scored those goals, so presumably Saka's been really popular this week.
yeah,
So that was in the back of my mind as well, to just stick with Haaland under the
mm,
expectation that people at and around my rank would be going Saka. Um,
yeah.
in the end, not too much difference between them.
No.
I thought Calvert-Lewin did quite well for Leeds last night. I wouldn't have watched that game otherwise.
I couldn't watch after the first half. It was just, but for me, it's quite boring with not much in it. But
Yeah,
yeah, so it's a great pick that.
he's tidy. It was just very injury prone,
Mm,
but has a couple of good fixtures. And like Dewsbury Hall, really, I'm happy to bench and rotate and all the rest of it.
well,
Um,
yeah.
Probably just a final note on Thiago. Um,
Mm,
People who have missed those goals are probably kicking themselves a bit for bringing him in. Thought he
mm.
was very quiet last.
Yeah, he was quiet. Yeah. He nearly had a penalty, which would have been nice, but
He's really highly owned as well now, so that those
yeah,
things don't make much difference in the grand scheme of it. So a decent rank jump for me.
yeah,
I think I've gone from about 350 to 175k with Fernandez tonight.
yeah,
It's only 50% owned at my rank, so maybe some relative gains there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
overall
I
it feels
said,
like a bit of catch up from like a dreadful wild card and a couple of yeah, some of my other chips weren't particularly good, and I've had an
mm,
average few weeks, so yeah, back on track.
nice, nice, a good score. I think you've had quite a few good scores recently, so you're definitely on my
No,
tail.
no,
Surely
doesn't feel like
you're not
it.
too far off.
No real kind of outperformance like this.
Mm,
None that stand out anyway. But yeah,
yeah.
Fernandez
Yeah.
should be worth watching tonight, just for the tape, I guess. It sounds like Mbermo is going to be available. I'm not sure who people would have
Okay.
been off the bench had he not been.
No, I think funnily enough, Bob still has him in his team, so
Yeah,
he
that's
he
Bob's
won't see
team though,
much
isn't
of
it? Always 4 weeks behind.
that. Yeah, yeah. No, nice to play. There were rumours Amarim's playing a 4-3-3. Uh, whether that'll hopefully benefit Bruno if he's playing that 10 attacking role. Wait and see for the lineup, but that would be nice.
Yeah, as we said in a recent pod, I don't tend to own Bruno, um,
Mm.
but I've watched the last few games. I've owned him, and he's super lively, isn't he? Super involved.
Yeah, I think at the start of the season I said Mbeumo was that key outlet, and I think he's dropped off slightly, and Bruno is the one whipping those balls into the box, and I think he's the one that's going to make something happen in these last few weeks, and I've got him in as well. But yeah, looking forward to watching him tonight.
Cool. I mean, we can look at my forward team, but it pretty much lines
Yeah,
up
yeah.
the same, I think. I've made my transfer already for money reasons, and it's Virgil in, just for the
Oh
fixture,
no,
just for the fixture run, really.
oh
Um, and that back
yeah,
three, I feel, is something I can just leave through the festive period. With a
yeah,
couple of good bench players in Gooey. Hopefully, Senesi gets that yellow flag removed at some point.
yeah.
Similar to Bruno, really. I've watched the last two Liverpool games, and they have looked better. Virgil had not the last game, the one before that had
Mm,
a really good chance from a set piece. Um,
yeah,
Partly that is targeting Spurs, and then the couple of fixtures behind. If you just click the
yeah. I
icon,
think
Gemmas.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
Wolves and then Leeds.
Also
I mean,
lead,
that's
but both at home as well. It's
yeah,
pretty
that's
beneficial.
yeah, that's decent to me. That
That's
Spurs
nice.
game in particular, I'm quite keen to have him in for.
Mm.
I think Munoz might have dropped in price since I sold him, and he was red flagged anyway, so I didn't see the need to hang
Yeah,
around. But yeah,
yeah,
Vicario
that's
is very much on the bench for that one, and then the rest of the team is unchanged. Um,
yeah.
I think captain is a no brainer on Haaland this week.
Yeah, easy work this week. This is where I blank and Saka will get a 20 pointer, but
So it's a shame to have the Bruno Fernandes and Rogers matchup, but
yeah,
I,
I don't think that's awful as opposed to sort of defender v attacker.
no, no,
Game could be lively.
yeah. So
No,
yeah, on
you look
whole,
really set up.
yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah.
I did half consider benching Calvert-Lewin. Um,
I was just looking at that fixture. I think at home to Palace, it's not a bad shout at all.
no, obviously Palace have yeah, got a few injury worries and ship three to City. By the sounds of it, they were unlucky to ship three, but nevertheless, um, I prefer to play my attackers anyway.
yeah.
Maybe fancy Dewsbury Hall less against Arsenal, assuming he's back. But
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping
Senesi and Gui both have good fixtures, don't they?
yeah, yeah. I'm hoping Dewsbury Hall is back relatively soon because Everton have a good run as well. I think after Arsenal,
Yeah, yeah,
we've got Burnley, Forest, Brentford, or like Wolves, Villa. So a lot of those he is playable.
yeah. They're really good. Those fixtures.
So yeah, fingers crossed he's back for Burnley.
Any
Um,
other attacker interest from Everton or?
no, I don't think so. And I think Njai is out and Grealish was flagged as well.
Oh, really? I
He's got a
didn't.
hamstring issue. So depending how that goes, I don't know how good Dewsbury Hall's going to be either. Um, if that whole attacking line is crocked, there could be some drop off
Barry
from
to the
Everton.
rescue.
I
Cool.
think you look good. Hopefully, Thiago can pick up some form against Wolves.
Yeah, I mean there was chat of
That's the
captaining him, but
banker. Oh,
I mean Haaland against West Ham would be crazy to go against.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So onwards
You
and
look
upwards
good.
in that case.
Cool. Yeah, so 63 points for me. Not really too much to get into in that back line. Obviously, Fulham were pretty crap. Newcastle weren't great away to Sunderland. Only return there's O'Reilly. Um, yeah, and any thoughts on that back line?
No, it's popular, isn't it? Just in terms of
Yeah,
the Newcastle defender, I think, and Anderson's name has been cropping up recently. I mean,
yeah.
I dropped Anderson after Fulham's run of quite poor performances. I thought they
Hmm.
reverted to type a little bit on the weekend. They won, didn't they, in the end? But
Yeah, they won. I think I've been blinded slightly by their fixtures. And Anderson was sort of a forced move for Munoz. So it wasn't, I didn't really want to get him in, but I needed a replacement. And I thought the fixtures looked good and Fulham would be decent. But yeah, he got DEFCON, but conceding, I think the two goals has sort of diminished any of those returns.
yeah, um, yeah. In terms of Newcastle, they flattered to deceive a bit all season,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I owned Voltamada for a short while.
Hmm.
It just seemed to
It's
to
yeah.
lack a bit of lack a bit of bite.
Yeah, it's
It,
just been
it,
hard work.
bit of a bit of a nothing team for me. Like Newcastle
Yeah.
in terms of fantasy, like all the wingers, they've got like duplicates of. Barnes has been on the
Yeah.
bench on the weekend at least, and he had a really good run of returns, didn't he? And he's all of a sudden back at the team, and see Gordon's
Hmm.
back now. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a swerve for me. Funny that you got
Yeah.
two of them, but
Yeah, it's been rough. Yeah, it's been rough. So yeah, we'll look at my forward plans in a minute, but those are two that I'm looking at to get
cool.
rid of sooner than later.
There's not really any more differences, is there?
No, that middle line's almost the same as you. Obviously got Dewsbury Hall to look at possibly replacing, or probably benching for the next few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got
But
Anderson to come in, I just it's easy, isn't it?
yeah, just put those in. But yeah, I think that's probably it for my team this week. It's a bit average.
Any kind of doubts when you were captaining Saka, or just nailed on after the United game?
Yeah, I think it was nailed on after United. I think going forwards, I'll have more sort of doubts about captaining him. Just Arsenal just don't seem to be getting those high scoring games. I don't know. I'm not sure he can go against Haaland again. It was a twitchy watch.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Cool. Well, best of luck
yeah.
with the barcodes in your team.
Yeah. So I've not made any transfers yet. Um, so setting up. I've also brought in Mukiele potentially and benched Hall to third place. I don't mind playing him against Brighton. Also, he got the assist on the weekend of Voltemada's head, and I think Sunderland have been pretty solid. I think I'd rather play him than waste a transfer on that.
Oh yeah, Brighton's a fine fixture. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why not?
yeah. And then yeah, Anderson at home to Forest. I don't mind playing, and O'Reilly I don't mind either. Um, Yeah, the midfield is still obviously Saka, Foden, and Bruno is absolutely fine, but I'm not keen on that Anderson spot, or that Voltemada spot.
Um, I mean they're different. I think
Hmm.
Anderson against Fulham looks like a decent fixture to me.
Yeah, on paper, but obviously playing against Anderson v Anderson is not what you want.
No, that's true. But if Anderson
So
if Anderson in defence can sniff the DEF CON, I mean they can both get DEF CON, can't they?
yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, both
it
DEFCON. That'll
doesn't
do
look
me.
the worst. It doesn't look the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, so it's playable, and it's probably not worth a transfer out at the minute.
Have you got any money in
I
the bank?
I've got, yeah, I think I've got 1.4 something. So that's what I'm looking at with Voltemada, in terms of replacing him. One person I've got in mind is Ekitike.
Okay.
Obviously, he's got the 4 goals in the last 2 games. I can't see him being benched, and that Liverpool run over the next few looks quite appealing for me. And I think I've got exact money to go Voltemada to Ekitike,
Oh, yeah, that looks good in my opinion.
or I think I might actually just be priced out. I think he's 8.6 now. Yeah, he is. So
Ah,
I've got
excellent,
two
excellent
transfers.
news.
So I've got two transfers. My other thought is I'll probably drop Hall down to a cheapie, and that'll give me the funds to do it. But yeah, I'm looking at TK for those next few. Obviously, Spurs, Wolves, Leeds,
Yeah,
and that Liverpool team is starting to at least click a little bit, I think, in that front line.
yeah. I know people are nervous of his minutes, but he did the business at the start of the season, didn't he? And he's
Yeah, I
doing
had
the
him for a
business
little bit.
now, and results are the most important thing, aren't they?
Yeah, and
I
I
don't.
think when he's playing like that, you can't bench him for Isaac. He looks atrocious
Yeah.
so far.
Can I interest you in a Gokeres or not so much?
Absolutely not. He was dreadful. That Wolves game was set up for him, and he just did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not looking great, is it?
no, he looks awful. Yeah, he looks awful. Um, yeah, at least for me.
Yeah,
There's not too many options. Obviously, Welbeck's got a few good fixtures, but
I
I
think he
think
was benched on the weekend, wasn't
he
he?
was benched on the weekend.
And for Villa, by the look of things.
Cool. But
Cool.
yeah, possibly Ekitike in for Voltemada. Probably get Hall out to free up some funds there. 5.2 for that is just not worth it. There's a lot more other defenders about. And then yeah, captaincy on Haaland,
Should
I
we have a quick
think.
look at the league? I know it's early
Yeah.
days, but I just wanted to highlight that one of our previous victors is doing it again for December. So I think Paul Andrews has possibly won one of the months already, or at least featured in the prize spots. So
Mm.
keep it up, Paul. It's good stuff. I've already got your bank details set up in my
Oh,
account, where it's nice and easy for me on the administration side. So
Oh,
yeah, he
that's a great
had
effort.
Ekitike along with a couple of the players that I brought in. I could have been monster.
Yeah,
He had Gvardiol on the bench.
Friday on the bench. Chalobah's one is one worth noting as well. I think he's been doing pretty well for Chelsea
Yeah, I had a quick look at their
um,
fixtures, and
in that back line.
um,
I'm not
I
sure.
could just preferred Virgil for the next three.
Yeah, that next those next fixtures are rough. So yeah, probably wouldn't get him in for those, but
Yeah, and I mean, and then you'll have the second wild card approaching, won't you? So
yeah, looking forward to that. I might use it quite quickly,
looking forward to that. Cool, man.
depending how the next few weeks go. But yeah, there's probably not too much else to discuss, I don't think.
No, yeah, good week for those few differentials. What's XTK's
Yeah.
ownership just whilst you're on slot machine?
Mm,
Okay, so not nothing,
only
18%.
18%. Not mega.
Where's your
Not
market
mega.
by the end of the week? 25%?
Possibly, yeah. 25% and 9 mil, thank you. Yeah, I still think he's good value, even at this price. When you compare him to Watkins or someone.
Cool. Any other players on your radar? I know Harry Wilson had a good weekend again. That's right up your street, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gutted I missed that. I don't think I'll hop on him now.
Oh,
Um,
no, absolutely not.
obviously, we've got tougher fixtures coming up
Yeah,
after these
he's only
next
over a
couple.
couple of games from being benched as well. Like
Yeah,
there's a
I'm,
few players
oh,
in that bracket for me that you
mm,
just can't go near.
yeah, I'm also not super keen on just chasing the points around each week, which I'm trying to avoid doing. So just because he's bagged a couple this weekend, I don't think he's going to consistently do it. Although he is a great player. Um, He's
Yeah,
very tidy, but yeah, I don't know. I just think that Fulham team is a bit hit or miss.
yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Um,
Cool. Well, best of luck
yeah,
with bringing Ekitike in.
thank you. Look forward to it. Hopefully not benched next week.
Um, well, I mean, if you bench him after that, then
Yeah.
yeah, there's no helping you, is there? Cool.
No.
All right. Well, I'll love you and leave you in that case. Thank you everybody for listening. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Enjoy tonight's game and good luck with your
Yes.
decisions this week, Gemmers,
Yeah, you too. Looking forward to it.
and to everybody else. Cheers. Ta
Cool. Cheers.